Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. NBA playoff action. We're taping on Wednesday. We got a couple series still wrapping up from the first round, but we're ready to move into that second round. And boy, guys, the second round of the playoffs took a totally different look with the developments this week. I mean, you start out the big injury, Curry goes down. We don't know how long it was going to be at first. The MRI comes out yesterday saying that he's looking at 2 weeks to be out. Still looks like a problem. And then you have the Clippers. I mean, you lose CP3, Chris Paul, and Blake Griffin, and all of a sudden the Clippers, they might not even get out of the first round now against Portland. They should still. They got to win 2 out of 3 against Portland. They got 2 of them at home. You guys think they get out, or can Portland pull it off?
Portland's minus 240, if that helps you out as far as the series price goes currently. So they're big faves now. I think they're laying 2.5, 3 tonight on the road. So Portland's a favorite now, I think, in my opinion. One real fact about Chris Paul, I posted this on my Twitter feed. You guys can check the chart. But with him off the court, the Clippers were the second worst offense, offensive efficiency-wise, next to the Philadelphia 76ers in the NBA. When Chris Paul's on the court, they're the Clippers. They're one of the best. When he's off, they're literally the Sixers on offense. So now you don't even have Blake Griffin either. They're in trouble, in my opinion. I think Portland wins the series.
Yeah, it's really interesting because when they were playing at home earlier, when they were full, they were a 9-point favorite. Now we're a 3.5-point dog. So 12.5-point differential from 2 players. And normally your first game, you want to back that team. I want to back the Clippers tonight. Problem is, as you pointed out, they've got no ball movement when CP3 isn't in the game. And this is a veteran team who expected much better. Now, sure, they may in their minds think they could beat Portland. Are they going to go anything past that? That's the problem they're going to have. They got to play Golden State in the next round. And are they going to be able to beat Golden State without your 2 best players? This is a character game tonight for the Clippers. If the Clippers could come out and play a good game tonight, they may have a chance to have some competition in this series to actually give it to them. But obviously, if they lose, that's something that you don't want to see as you're the coach of that team. So they should be able to get them a good game, but if they don't, it wouldn't surprise me there'll be some changes in the offseason.
Yeah, one of the things I'll point out, you're a big in-game bettor. When you have a team that's doing this, and what Brian says, normally, and that's one of the injured player theory. I always love it because you're always going to get value. The public's always going to overreact to injuries. But in this case, it switches to, we like to use the term cluster. You've got two players, 2 major cogs out of, there's only 5 guys on the floor. You just took 40% of, your starting team off the floor there. This is a situation that if they come out and put up that fight early, could be. But if they fall behind early, this is a team that could definitely just pack it in. And if you're watching in-game wagering, this might be a spot where, it could just turn into, a snowball effect and just, unravel out of control.
What's really going to hurt the Clippers here is the depth. I mean, the 2 guys coming in are still good players, but they can't play the whole game themselves. They're going to have somebody come in at the end, and that's the very end of the bench, and that's where they're at a big major disadvantage.
And it also changes chemistry because you have rotation. Certain guys generally play together with, in the scheme of things is through the ebb and flow of the game, they're not going to be in that. So tough spot for them. Golden State, real quick. This kind of gives them a break, because, they're probably rooting for the Clippers, no question. Nobody's going to want to say who you're rooting for, but if they can get the Clippers somehow to get past Portland, and then you got a depleted Clipper team, then they don't have to worry about, not having Steph Curry. The Warriors still have a ton of talent. They're not, they don't lay over the field without Curry, obviously, but they'll get past Clippers, or they should still get past the Portland team too, if it is Portland, because those first 2 games when the Clippers were at full strength, Portland looked horrible.
I don't think they're worried at all about this next series. They have the ability to win each of these series in 5, regardless of who plays, especially if Clippers come in, it's going to be a sweep.
Yeah,
so.
and if Steph needs to sit the entire series, they'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
I think he should try to play 1 more before the Spurs to kind of get some rhythm back, if he can afford it and he's healthy. But as far as the series goes, I mean, the Warriors are beating either team, in my opinion, 100% of the time, barring injuries like
Anybody
Draymond
else,
Green
yeah.
and Klay Thompson or something. Yeah.
All right, guys, if you want to save $10 this weekend at Wager Talk, use coupon code HOMERUN and the number 10. And if you want an even better deal, use that coupon code on the Weekend All Access. You can save $10, get everything Thursday through Monday for just $69. Pick your favorite capper, get all of his plays for the entire weekend, Thursday through Monday for $69. Take $10 off, get it for just $59. We'll be back with more at wagertalk.com.